Well, I'm having some problems here. Hope tech out there. Hope everybody's doing okay. Trying to work on this video and hope it comes out alright. This is my third attempt. But anyway, I'm going to try it again. But this video was based on Adam and Eve, who, by the way, never existed. It's a hard pill for some black folks to swallow after being sold a lie. And I wouldn't really even say a lie, but they could have just told them that it was a story based on science, based on the splitting of an atom. You cannot have a God creating a person from the earth of the dust. You have to come here through the woman's womb. That's scientifically proven. So for somebody to think that they was just made of the dirt of the earth is just simply ridiculous, because there's more things in our body than that, and mostly it's water, and I often ask people, have they ever heard of Lilith, Adam's first wife? They never heard of her, never heard of Lilith, but they know Eve, who was another Jewish character. They familiar with Eve, and had never heard nothing of Lilith, because they don't read Jewish literature. All this stuff, the Bible's nothing but Jewish literature. It's not real people. It's just Jewish folklore stories that black people can't seem to get over and try to make themselves part of fantasy people. You can't bring fantasy into reality, but they keep trying. But this is Lilith. Lilith is based on a Jewish mythology character. This says Lilith, Hebrew, is a character in Jewish mythology, found earliest in the Babylonian Talmuds, which is generally thought to be related to a class of female demons. So therefore, Lilith is a character. Let's go on. In Jewish folklore from the 8th and 10th century alphabet of Ben Sira onwards, Lilith becomes Adam's first wife. In Jewish folklore from the 8th and 10th century alphabet of Ben Sira onwards, Lilith becomes Adam's first wife, who was created at the same time from the same earth as Adam. This legend was greatly developed during the Middle Ages in the tradition of the Gaelic, Midrashim, and the Zohar and Jewish mysticism. In the 13th century writings of Rabbi Isaac ben Jacob HaKohen, for example, Lilith left Adam after she refused to become subservient to him, and then would not return to the Garden of Eden after she mated with Archangel Samael, which is also a Jewish folklore character. All the angels are Jewish folklore characters. There's no such thing as no angels with no wings. That's ridiculous. That comes from geometry, angles. But this is clearly saying that Adam is also a folklore Jewish character. And he wasn't a real person. I don't know what's so hard for black people to, this is not my writing. The Jews wrote this, the same ones who wrote the Bible, children's storybook. They know that them people is not real, and black people should know it too. Stop going around here having people trick you all the time. They've been tricking us since slavery. Aren't you tired of being tricked? And so if you're going to have white people being here before black people, because black people get tickled about this, they actually think that these white people was here first. It's impossible not to fear white people if you worship in their stupid religions. They have you bound to the book. That's why they made the books. No other religion have books. You know what I mean? For you to be bound to, except for Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. Have you glued to the damn book like this, like a damn mousetrap. Glued mousetrap. You just glued to the trap. Can't think, can't use your own head because somebody else is thinking for you. And we have to get out of that. And can't be teaching the children that too. Children is going to be smart. They're not these same people, that was coming here in the 50s and 60s and before then, that you could brainwash them. They're getting smarter now. You're not going to be brave to brainwash them with these children's stories out the Bible. So get prepared, because it's a shame to have Children, they going to Africa now and finding out the truth. And you got adults over here that don't even want to pick up a book. These children are proceeding mentally. You know what I mean? And it's a damn shame. Mothers is not even taking care of kids no more. They got the streets taking care of them and everybody else while they trying to do this and that. But Adam and Eve never existed. Try to do the research on that. You can't have a God creating Adam and Eve in 4004 BC when it was already here. This is a section from the Bible. This says 4004 BC, where that yellow is, that God created in the beginning. He created the earth. Where is that in the yellow there? You probably can't see it clear, but you can get your own Schofield Reference Bible. It says 4004 BC. Now, how you going to create somebody in 4004 BC? When the Middle Stone Age people, these people lived around 280,000 years ago. Ended around 50,000 to 25,000 years ago. You know? I have, this is the Temple of Dandruff. And in this temple, the British and the French were fighting over this zodiac, which is supposed to be 90,000 years old. Bobby Kennett did a special on this on YouTube. 90,000-year-old zodiac calendar. You know, and you can see around here where Horus and Heru is holding up the pillars of heaven. Yet they want to say that these people was only 3,000 years, 3,000 BC. But my question is, why is they holding up the pillar of heaven around a 90,000-year-old zodiac calendar? Unless somebody added on to it. But it just goes to show you we have a lot to do with our studies when we allow people to erase us out of history, rewrite our history, and then try to sell it back to us. Adam and Eve is a story about the splitting of an atom. They never existed, and people need to do some research and get a hold of that. But that's all I wanted to explain. Till next time, Hotep, and thanks for listening.